Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stock Sniper Trading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.
Recording in progress.
Hey everybody, welcome, good morning, thanks for joining. Welcome to Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Ron, my partner is Dave, guys. We're 5 minutes away from 7:30 a.m. Eastern. The plan today is we're going to get started and we'll go till just after 10 a.m. And snipers in the Zoom, we got post New York with PK an hour later at 11 a.m. today, okay? And welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. Thanks everyone on Zoom. I appreciate all of you guys. Mike, Ferdinand, Elahi, welcome. Forex Sniper, Mr. Kevin, welcome. Joel, Arvin, thanks for joining. Leon, Ramon, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Peter, Anelli, James, thank you. Azil Riyad, thank you for joining. And Arithran, thank you guys. And everyone on YouTube as well. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you guys for joining. Arsh Danish, thank you guys. Only you. Happy New Year to you too. Coming up very, very soon. Johnny, you're the first one to like the stream. Thank you, Johnny. We appreciate you, bro. And thank you for joining. We'll get NASDAQ. We'll do gold, US30, and NASDAQ. We'll get all three charts done. I want to try and go a little bit faster today so we can get at least gold and one of the indices done right before COMEX market open. That's at 8:20 a.m. Eastern. So we got to get moving here, guys. And I'm going to be going a little bit faster than I normally do, but this is New York. So that's why we have other sessions. We got Tokyo. We have like post New York sessions where it's a little bit slower because in New York Wall Street the volume moves a little bit faster. So let's get into it, guys. Thank you guys for all joining. I appreciate all of you guys. If you guys can hit the like button on YouTube, we do appreciate that, guys. And thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the subscribes. Thank you for allowing us to get to 60,000 subscribers. So thank you guys. Appreciate all of that. And if you and Merry Christmas to everybody that celebrates. Hopefully you guys had a nice Christmas, a nice time off of the markets to relax with your family and friends. And I know you guys are anxious to get back into the markets. But just the next couple days, just remember we're going into New Year's on Monday, and the banks again will be all closed on Monday. So just proceed, trade with caution until we get into the new year 2024, and then everything will resume back to normal. So just if you are trading these next few days, just trade careful, okay? And let's just go over quickly over the news. We did this yesterday. We went over the entire weeks of news. There's not a lot of news. This is today, so we've already gone through London. 10 a.m., like right before we end the call, we're going to get a USD folder here, Richmond Manufacturing Index, and then in the Asian session, JPY, you can see that there is some Japanese news later in the afternoon. And then tomorrow, guys, we'll proceed tomorrow again, same time. We'll have our unemployment claims tomorrow and our pending home sales in the US for tomorrow's session, okay? So not much news this week. Just going through really quickly, and then we're going to do Friday together. Friday's a pretty light day as well, and Saturday, Sunday is the weekend, and Monday, New Year's Day, Sunday is New Year's Eve. You're going to all celebrate. Then Monday, we have the markets are going to be closed. So every single global bank, you can see here, Swiss banks, French banks, German banks, Italian banks, British, Canadian, US, New Zealand, Japanese, all closed. Okay, so we're going to take a day off on Monday and we will resume with normal schedule on Tuesday, January the 2nd, 2024. Okay, and earnings, we went over this again yesterday. There's no earnings. You can see right here, just really quickly, Wednesday there was only there's 2 before open, none after close. Thursday we have 1 before open, 1 after close. Friday we have nothing. So very, very, very light on the news this week. So not much going on news. Discord, this is our Discord signal channel, guys. If you're interested, we do give out signals with an AI bot, and also our Scalper Pro tries to find some targeted areas and send out signals throughout. Here was one yesterday on gold to look for a gold buy above here around 2060, and then added 2062. And once you get some volume going above, maybe it can start to break out. If it ever pulls back, we look for it to pull back at this static area, just like we do when we trade live here. Every single day. Gold is making a little bit of a move right here. This is our free Telegram channel, guys. Our SST free Telegram channel. It's linked at the top of the YouTube channel. If you're not in it, I suggest you get in it. We have promotions, giveaways, members success, what they're doing with us. Thank you for the 60,000 subscribers. If you're interested in EA software, we've developed a SST Scalper Pro, and this is the link to MQL5. You can try it out on a demo and see how, if you like EAs to do some automated trading for you. That's the link right there. And these are all of our links to our website, stocksnipertrading.com, our Instagram, and our YouTube channel. And this is our official free Telegram. Please, guys, don't fall for any scammers that are DMing you and messaging you guys with maybe the exact same look of the Telegram, and they're requesting that you give them money in crypto, and they'll give you 10x return in a couple weeks. It's all BS. They're scammers. Please, guys, do not give your money to anybody that is claiming to be SST asking for money. We do not do that. That's why I go over this every single day. This is our official link. It's pinned at the top of our YouTube channel. Okay, and we have a promo running right now, guys. If you are interested, we had some feedback on the lifetime memberships. There's $100 off. That's the promo code. If you're interested in a yearly, there's $100 off. There's the promo code. And if you're interested in 3 months, there's $30 off a 3-month membership, and there's the promo code. Okay, this will last for a couple days and then it will get removed. So that's if you're interested in joining for the new year. There is a little bit of a Boxing Day deal. And this is our Instagram channel, guys. If you can head on over and give us a follow sometime. We're 44.1 followers. There's some educational material. Again, these are our links. If you want to follow myself, Sniper Ronnie FX, this is me, my Instagram. This is Dave Analysis Instagram. HankoTrade is the official broker that we recommend, and these are the sessions that we stream: New York, Tokyo, we do London, we do webinars, all kinds of things. And this is MQL5. This is the sniper kill shot link if you're interested in the EA. Okay, and this is HankoTrade right over here. With what I say with all brokers, anytime you're looking for a new broker, always test out a demo account with them. Make sure you understand what lot sizes they use, what are their spreads, their slippage, their execution speed. Make sure you know what securities that they can trade. So always start off with a demo, and then if you do go live with any broker, you go live, Hanko gives you a 100% match bonus. So if you were to deposit $100, they'll top you up with another $100, so you have $200 total. If you were to deposit $500, they will match it $500, so then you'll have $1,000 to trade with. So that's pretty nice of them to do it. But before you go live, I would always recommend start off with demo with any broker, so you get the feel of how they're moving. Okay, so I'm gonna get started, guys. Thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate all of you guys. Volavita, thank you for joining. Arvind, thank you for joining. So let's get started, guys. I'm going to get started with gold first. We have it on Bookmap right over here on gold. So really quickly, this is the live liquidity coming from the futures market. We're getting it from the COMEX. We're getting, if we're looking at crude oil, we're getting it from NYMEX. If we're looking at indices and Q, we're getting it from the CME. If we're looking at Dow Jones, we're getting it from CBOT. But it's getting all of the data from Rhythmic. So this is our live futures. The numbers are different than our charts because this is the futures data. These are the futures transactions. These are pending orders in the market. So this is on gold. These are our offers above us. These are our bids below us. We're currently above the VWAP. This white line is the VWAP, volume weighted average price. So we just had a big injection of volume just step into the market right now. You can see how the volume profile bars right over here, if you can see them, how light they were trading, then all of a sudden it started to spike up right here at 7:30 a.m. Eastern. Okay, so these dotted vertical lines are 15-minute time slices. When like how we're looking at candlesticks, these are time slices, what they look like. So this is 6:45, 7, 7:15, 7:30. We'll get 7:45 coming up very, very soon. And this is cumulative volume delta. This is an indicator that takes all of our transactions and gives us a cumulative delta reading of what the transactions are, and so far we're cumulative volume delta positive, almost 300 positive, and that's why gold is continuing to make some higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so I'm going to get started with one chart right over here, full chart gold. This is on the 5 minutes. We're going to get into the 5 minutes, but before we do that, we're going to get started with a top-down analysis. We're going to get started with the daily and see how things are moving. I'm talking a little bit faster, guys, because I really want to get this done because it's 7:35, and we got to get this done right before about 8:15, 8:20 when the COMEX market opens up. Okay, so these are the daily candlesticks. We talked about this yesterday. This was the big move Friday, December the 1st, and where it closed near the high. Then when it opens Sunday night at 6 p.m., this is when we took out the all-time high to 2,150. So that is our all-time high on gold up there. Are we anywhere near here? No, we're not. Okay, so we're down here. We are trying to break this critical level right here. So remember how important bodies are. Body to body. Okay, so we want to see if we can break this today and maybe take out that wick right there at 2075. We're not too far off of it. We're about 2070 right now. So it's about 50 pips away from taking out that critical high that started the all-time high. Okay, so let's just review the last few days. We had last couple weeks, we had from the all-time high is when it sold off right down to there. So we kind of bottomed out. We found a supporting level right here in the market. Right there it pivoted, right there it pivoted. So that is our bigger weekly, monthly demand zone down there. We're nowhere near it, but it's pending down there waiting to be maybe executed with some bids in the market. But if we even pull back, there's also levels down here where we do have some critical daily support right over here and right over here at around 2015. So before we can come down to this level, this could be another supporting level right here. And as we can see, today's candle and yesterday, we still have really nice Thursday, December 21. We closed above this area. Look at the ignited bars on all of these daily gold candles. Okay, with this one opened Friday, December 22, ignited, came up all the way up to here, and then that's where it got rejected, and that's what we're trying to break right now. And then it came back down, inverted hammer on the daily. Next day again opened very positive with no drawdown, ignited bar, almost came up and filled the entire wick over here. Closed near the high, and then today we opened red, and look at it came down to about 50% of the previous day's candle. So we talk about this every single day when you come on our call, the 50% psychological level. Like right there you can see it. There's our low of the day, and it's approximately 50% of yesterday's volume. So with our low of the day, what I do is I do purple. I will label it really, really quickly. This is our low of the day. And when we came down to the low of the day, it's still holding this uptrend. We picked up the bids and we started to come right back up where we passed yesterday's high and we made a new high. But look at the high that we're trying to break right here, this one from Friday of last week. So we are at our high of the day right now. It's the high wick. We're right there. So as soon as I place this purple line, we are currently at the high of the day, leading into COMEX. Okay, the high of the day. So we're trying to break this resistance right here from Friday. And if we do, where would our next area that we could move up to? Maybe up to this wick, what I was saying, 2075. That could be a $5 fill up and 50 pips up to there. So I'm going to place a yellow line at this wick on Friday, December the 1st. So I'm going to place a yellow wick. And that's our monthly high, December the 1st. Remember, what is today's date? December 27. So we'll see exactly how they close the monthly candle this week. So will they close it above there? Will it pull back a little bit? How are we going to start the new year in January? Will we attempt again for that all-time high? Or are they going to start to maybe shut it down? Okay, with some resistance. So we have a very, very strong daily candle pushing. And then if we do break above 2075, like look, it's just a huge wick above us all the way to the all-time high. So you can go to the left of the chart. If there was anything, you can see there was nothing because that is the all-time high. So what we got to do is kind of use our psychological levels. So from 2075, my next key area would be 2100. I would place a line at 2100. That's that psychological number, 2100. Maybe it will come up to there. And then if you're scalping like halfway from 2075 to 2100, you can come somewhere in between, like 2087, 85, where you think is appropriate to place another resistance line. But I'll keep it like this for now. And what we're going to do is also, that's why I like to use futures liquidity, because right now I don't know where the levels are just by looking at TradingView. That's why I got to use sometimes psychological blocks where I think it could go. But when we're using a futures liquidity, I can see the heat map. I can see when the heat comes in the futures. So I can start to see where the bigger heat is, where the bigger liquidity is, and then it can kind of give me an idea of where the sellers are in the market. Okay. So we have a very, very strong uptrend forming, and maybe it's going to be a double top. Okay. Also this area, see where it pushed down and where the body is? This area, I'm going to place a red box right there. Okay. Where that yellow line and to those bodies are, I'm going to place a red box and I'm going to bring it across. Okay. Like right there. See what I just did there? Now I want to see if we have enough buying momentum to break through this red box and then start to fill up this wick. It could get rejected up there because this is where we got rejected, the big wick, and the body opened right here and engulfed that previous green candle, and that's what started that trend going down. We came all the way back up, but this could be where it was one top up there and then it came back down, and now it's coming right back up, right into that kind of that red box. Maybe it breaks out a little bit, maybe it gets rejected in the red box, but maybe it starts to retrace back down a little bit. Okay, so we're going to see going into this week and next week in the new year, can gold close above 2075? Maybe use this as support. Maybe we're heading up to 2087, maybe up to 2100. Okay, but it could also get rejected up there. But we have a strong daily bullish pin bar candle that could turn into a hammer candle and start to break out of here. So from the daily, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to figure out one more critical daily zone for when I'm scalping. I like this zone where it closed and where it opened. Right there, I'm going to place a yellow line, because this could be my supporting level going forward. If we do come back down to where it opened, I want to see if it can hold 2067 as support and maybe start to come right back up. If we lose this yellow line, then it will start to trickle down into here. Okay, so this yellow is our daily support, POI, point of interest. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is dissect today's daily candle. We'll find out when it started to move. Let's go to the 1 hour candles, 60 minutes. Okay, so this is our 1 hour time frame. Now we can start to see the bigger moves. The bigger moves were here yesterday, 2 p.m. close, 3 p.m. power hour. There was a nice little move, and then started to retrace down at the end of the day, 4 p.m. You got 6 p.m. You got, now this is the Tokyo channel, 7, 8, 9 p.m. Now we're moving into London. There's pre-London, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And then the big drop right here was 5 a.m. this morning. Came all the way down. That's what made our low of the day, and it came right back up. So you see now where my hourly line is? See over here where it was resistance on the hourly, and then see how the hourly now volume turned into support. So what I do here is I place a white line. Do you guys see this? Right here. See how this area right over here was resistance, could not break. They came up there, got rejected, came back up, got rejected, came back up, got rejected. Now we have a big green bar close above this area, and every time it pulled back, it held here for support, held here for support, and then came right back up. We broke down at 5 a.m., but it came down there, made the low of the day, but look at where the volume closed. It closed right at that line, and look at 6 a.m. This is where our ignited hourly bullish candle started to form, right here at this. So this line, I'm not going to use yellow. Yellow is for my daily. I use white to identify hourly levels. So I'm just going to place white line right here, and this will be called hourly support. Currently, it's hourly support. Okay, so we've got a little bit of hourly support being created, and it's approximately 50% of that big bullish candle. So we came right back up. It created the new higher high and the high of the day, the purple line, and now it's retracing back down a little bit. Okay, so what we can do is we're going to watch now how this hourly candle, maybe we consolidate from the high of the day down to this daily support. Maybe the hourly volume consolidates here until we get into our COMEX market, and we'll see if we can break down here, maybe sell off down to here. So I can see right now 2067 and 2064. $3 range is about 30 pips. And so if you want to measure it from the yellow to the white line, approximately 30 pips. So if we're scalping from the yellow line down to the white line, we can maybe get ourselves 30 pips. If it breaks a little bit more, maybe 40, maybe 50. Okay. If it continues to break up to the upside, we can go buy up there, but we have to be very careful. There is some divergence on the 1 hour. See how it's making a high, a higher high, and a higher high, but the strength is starting to go down. Right here, it's making a lower high and a lower high. So our hourly is has a little bit of hidden divergence. Okay. Do we have a trend line on the hourly? There is a trend. Okay, it's making higher lows here, higher lows here, higher lows here, but we'll see it coming down now. So let's go into the 5 minutes. You can see on Bookmap how we transacted into this area. So I'm just going to place a line on Bookmap right here to show us where we just got rejected, kind of like a double top, and pushing right back down, right down to our VWAP. Okay, so these are the 5 minute candles now. These are the 5 minutes. So we came all the way up to our high of the day, and we got rejected up there. So now it's coming down. We want to see now, will the 5 minute support hold, like right around here? Here, 50% of that green candle held. Maybe if it comes down, will it hold right there? Can it break that daily support, come down maybe to this green box, and will we find our buyers right in here? Will they come back up? See, I'm looking on Bookmap to see if any heat will come into the market and maybe start to bid up this move. But right now we're currently below the VWAP, so now it's going to start to get interesting. We're getting close to 8 a.m. We found where our resistance is now. Okay, resistance is now at the high of the day, but more importantly, this area. Okay, I know the purple line is the high of the day and it got rejected there, but what about this area right here? Here it got rejected, red. Okay, right there. And if I bring it across, same zone, it just got rejected right there. And then here we kind of closed above it. That's what gave us that momentum to hit the high of the day. And then now we're below this. So now I want to judge if this red volume will start to close below this red box, and maybe gold will consolidate inside here in this zone, and if it does, I let it consolidate, and then I let it consolidate to see who will end up, winning this battle inside here. Will the buyers come back up and close it maybe above the red box, come back up, close it here, retest this, we make it green, then all of a sudden we're taking out that high of the day, and maybe the buyers can take it up to 2072? Or will it just consolidate inside here, go up and down, maybe barcode a little bit, and then eventually it will make its move, but maybe the sellers might have momentum and bring it down, back down here, come for a retest, it gets red, then we reject, and then we lose our hourly support, maybe come back down to the low of the day. Okay, so those are the possible options right now on gold. We have COMEX opening up in about 30 minutes at 8:20 a.m. Eastern, so we're going to get a little bit more volume at that time. Let's add some indicators. So 9 EMA, we're currently right below our 9 EMA, the green line, and our 200 EMA is currently below this green 5-minute supporting box, maybe right down here, and it's just above our hourly support. So we'll see if it breaks, comes down here, maybe gets a wick and goes back up. But right now, see where they closed it? They closed it right at our daily support level, the yellow line. So we'll see if buyers can continue to build it up. If not, sellers could push this thing down. You can see now the offers are right here, 2080. They're above the VWAP. So if it does come up, maybe you're going to trade right into some offers, and maybe it will come back down. Okay, so that's gold, guys. Just looking at RSI, again, RSI is right at the 50 level. So this is kind of that neutral area on RSI. If you follow this indicator, 50 is neutral. When it goes above 50, it gets a little bit of strength. We're trading right again, right at the 50, just breaking below it. Okay. So I'm not in any trade right now. Again, I'm just doing charting. Got to get all of this done quickly because there's a lot of charts to go through. I'll give you guys this link 1 second in Zoom. And if you guys are in any buys or sells, please manage it. Zoom, there is a trading view link in the chat, and that's the trading view link, and that's gold right now. Okay, so I'm just going to leave gold right over here to the left, right there. And I'm going to move over to US30 and do a top down so we can have all of the charts done. I'm going to try and get them all done before COMEX. Okay, I'll leave gold on Bookmap so that you guys, if you guys are watching gold, it's at a critical area right here. I will continue doing US30 right over here. Again, start off on the daily of US30. Okay, US30 has been crazy bullish. Okay, look at it when it all started. It started down here, end of October, Halloween. Okay, started all the way down here, came up, took out this resistance, pulled back, consolidation for a week, come back up to this area of resistance, consolidation, continue to break out new highs, consolidation, bull flags everywhere, and continue to make these highs. We retraced 1 day red on Wednesday, December 20, where it came down, and since then we've been coming right back up. But now it might be coming up to like a double top on the daily. Okay, right away, like you can kind of see it here. This is where got rejected right there, red. So if you bring that across, we're trading right into that zone right now on US30. Where's our support for US30 on the daily? Like right down here. Here's where it came down big red, and then they gapped it up with that big green candle and took it right back up. So that's kind of like our daily flag right now for US30. You can see it's really overbought. Okay, a lot of divergence. Every time we come up here, it's overbought. Little bit of a dip on those red candles, then it continues to come up. Look at the daily RSI up to 87, 88, and we had the big red cool off candle. That's where it cooled off. But you see how we're coming back up for another 3 consecutive days. We're still really overbought. So this might be where it's going to develop the double top and start to come down. So this is maybe where we can think to be bearish on US30, but we need to maybe break some critical levels. We need to start coming down below 50% of yesterday's daily volume. So let's just take a look at how it's been trading. Thursday, December 21, we came up bullish, and look at it closed above 50% of that big red candle. Next day came down 50% of its body's volume, and continued to make a new high up there. Got rejected, little bit of green volume, and this was a weekend, Friday. Then they gapped it up on Tuesday. Remember, Christmas was Monday, everything was closed. They gapped it up Tuesday, came down, filled the gap to right here, filled the gap, look at the wick, and continued to come up with a high there yesterday and came back and closed right there. It couldn't take out this previous high right here, so this is technically a lower high, and look at how they opened up today's body. Yeah, gold is falling, guys. Good job, Joel. You got the pips on gold. Asil Riyad, good. Yeah, you see it? Okay, so it could not hold the VWAP, and it's just selling pressure is just taking it down. So if it pulls back up, guys, we want to see where a big block of offers will come into the market and kind of absorb the sellers, but it's still pushing through. Now you see over here, 2074, there's 54, 56, 57 bids on contract right over here. Okay, so we'll see if it can dip all the way down there, but they're starting to build the depth of market. See this level that just came right now into the book? So we might see a little bit of a green pullback come back up, but if the offers are coming down to absorb, it might just be another pullback and they'll continue to push it down. But if we can get the depth of market below the VWAP, we could maybe switch the momentum and sellers could be in control right now. Mr. Wiggy, is the kill shot available? Yeah, it's available on MQL5. I went over it. The links are all on the description. Just check it out if you can. Okay, so we closed here yesterday. Look at how we opened. They gapped it up a little bit. Look at our wick. Okay, there is a wick on this candle, but that's our high of the day. Okay, so I'm going to place a purple line up there. Do you guys need me to label all of these things that say high of the day? Or are you guys kind of getting the hang of the colors? High of the day is purple. Not high of the day, high of the day. Okay, so we can't, high of the day. So did it come up and take out yesterday's high? No, it didn't. So we came down bearish, we came down to here. That's our low of the day. Okay, there's not a lot of range in US30. Okay, if you just calculate the purple lines, okay, just do some simple math in your head. 577 to 517, it's a 60 pips. That's a 60 pip zone. Okay, that's how much volume is trading in the market, and that's the pips on US30 right now. Okay, so that purple line is our low of the day. That's our entire range. So if you're scalping in between there. Okay, so another critical level, if we come down red, back down to the low of the day and we break, I want to look at what I always say, 50% of yesterday's green candle. If you can't identify, just eyeball it. That's about half of it. From the open to the close, that's about half of it. Then I look at the number. Is it like a nice psychological number that I like? Sometimes it's not going to be, but what can you do? Okay, so it's yellow line. That could be now my daily critical POI. If it does come down there, that is my daily support POI. Because it could come down all the way back down there and then stop again at 50%, catch a wick and go back up. Okay, so we're going to 50%, just like it did right here, where it opened, it came down to about 50%. Open, close of the previous day, that's about half the volume right there. Okay, and then here it filled in the gap, went back up. So if it comes down there, maybe we test this support level. If it can't hold and there's still selling pressure, then look at where it can come down to. It will come down to the body where it gapped up open, and if you look to the left of the chart, there's a wick and a wick right there. So it's another critical area right there, yellow line. Body where they gapped it up, and there's a wick and a wick where it got rejected right there. So this area, 37,395, 37,400, that psychological level could be where there is the support. And then you see the gap in the market. This is where I'm going to make my green box. From the yellow line to where they gapped it up and caught that wick, that will be my demand zone going forward this week to see if they can hold this. If they can't, then there's going to be the fall down. So when I'm looking like right now, how this might develop like a double top, it came up to the big red box, got rejected, The buyers brought it right back up in the next 3 days, and now it's starting to get the red top of the candle in the second top up there in the double top. If we do come down, okay, we're going to test this yellow line, 50% of the bullish candle. If we can't hold that, it'll come down, test this level. Maybe that's where it'll bounce a little bit, and then we look for that lower high to get rejected, either at this same yellow line or a little bit lower, and then selling pressure, break down, maybe push it down, and maybe we get it coming down into this bigger green box, and that will be a nice little move coming down. Okay, is it developed? No, not yet. We have to wait for that move. It's not. We got to figure out what's going on right here. Okay, so what I do with this daily candle now is I move to hourly. Okay, also if we come up bullish and it holds the low of the day and it's coming back up and we're flipping this red body and all of a sudden we're back to the high of the day and we break out, our next move is to try and fill to yesterday's high. So that could be a point of reference right there, yellow line. And if it continues, all we got to do is take out that Wednesday's December 20th high, and we could continue to drive on US30. Is there anywhere we could continue to drive? No, because that's an all-time high up there. Okay, so remember guys, that's all-time high for US30 up there. Let's now move to the 1 hour chart, just like we did for gold. 1 hour, let's see where US30 was moving. Okay, right over here, I can clearly see right here, Tuesday, December 26, Boxing Day, after the markets, Wall Street, 9 a.m. It came down red, came right back up and closed right basically where it opened. Next hour, 10 a.m., big strong bullish candle, close above all of this structure, and then we continued to move up. Even the hourly candles, if you look at 50% of this hourly body, there's about half of it. So you see the retracement came to half of the body and then continued to move back up. So it doesn't matter if you're looking at 5-minute candles, 1-minute candles, 1 hour, 1 day, doesn't matter. Okay, where's Dave? Dave is on holidays. Dave is on holidays this week. Okay, Dave will be back. It's Christmas time. Okay, some people do take holidays during the Christmas time. Yeah, he'll be back next week, guys. Okay, so we came right up, we hit that all-time high up there, pushed right back down, came back up, lower high, lower low, come back up, lower high, came all the way back down, but it's holding here and came back up. So we are consolidating on the hourly. It's not the greatest to be trading. It's green, red, green. Okay, so we're going to see, will it continue to make a move up or will it start to come back down? Now what I do is I go to the 5 minutes. I can see it's really choppy on the hourly, so 5 minutes are probably going to be choppy as well. But if you know what you're looking for, if you're looking for 20 to 30 pips, 40 pips, if you know exactly what you're looking for, you can pip and dip these markets. If you don't know what you're looking for, then you're going to hold positions and you're going to wonder what's going on. Okay, so it came down to the low of the day on the 5 minutes right here. I can see it came down right here at London, 3 a.m. right there, London. That's where it made the low. If I bring this across, every time we're coming down there, it's bouncing off of this area. It just came down right here, 7 o'clock, bounced right back up. Okay, so now I want to see, maybe will it get rejected and come back down? Okay, so far it came up here, coming right back down. I'll get rid of this big red box, because what we'll do is we'll make it a little bit better like this. Okay, right here, there was support there, turn to resistance right there, and if I bring this big box across and I still make it red, we just traded right into it and it got rejected. So if this thing starts to retrace back down, we got to find where's a good area to maybe sell. Do you want to sell the rejection? Do you want to sell when it breaks 50% of this green candle, or do you want to sell when it engulfs this green candle coming down? Okay, right now it's trending up. I wouldn't look to maybe take any trades yet on this or to sell yet, because every time it comes down, it goes back up. Comes down, goes back up. It's coming up, maybe coming back down, maybe it's going to go back up. Okay, so let this thing consolidate a little bit more. We'll add our EMAs. We're above the 9 EMA. We're above the 200 EMA. We've got the 9 crossing right now. above the 200, okay? And then RSI, it's right at that 50 level again. So this is where it could start to gain strength, stay above 50, and maybe start to come up to 55, 60 and get stronger and break through this big resistance right here. It might get rejected and then come right back down. Then it's going to be a false breakout up there, okay? So that is US30. That's why I encourage a lot of you guys to join us on our other sessions, especially when I do the Tokyo, because it's slower. I can talk faster. I can answer your questions. In New York, things move fast, and we're trying to do 3 securities over here, so it's not easy. Normally, I trade with 1 security when I trade. So we'll leave US30 right over here in the middle. We did gold, guys. Okay. So I don't want to be that person that says I didn't tell you anything to do here. It sold off red and came, look at that white line. The hourly support was, we put that before the volume came down there, okay? So that's why I use these areas of reference, because if you don't make a decision down at these bigger areas, then the market will decide for you, okay? I've been saying this for years and years and years. If you guys don't believe me, don't believe me. If you want to believe me, then believe me. But that's why this is how I scalp the markets. If I was in a sell on gold and it came all the way down, broke the 200 and came to that hourly support level, I would have made a decision down there. And the decisions that you got to make is either go to a break even. That's decision 1. Go to a break even. Decision 2 is you can close your entire trade and grab those pips and be happy with it. Option 3 is a trailing stop loss, but eventually you're going to get stopped out at some point, okay? So we broke the VWAP on gold and it came right back up. Okay, so now we're transacting again where it's consolidating right at the VWAP, and we're right again inside our consolidated neutral box. So we'll see, are they going to attempt to close it above here and try for that high of the day, or will it just trade in here until we maybe get into COMEX in the next 10-15 minutes, and then they're going to break it back down and test down in here, okay? NASDAQ is starting to move bullish. So guys, I have about 10-12 more minutes. I'm going to finish NASDAQ so we can get all 3 charts out of the way, okay? So NASDAQ right now, it closed right here. This 5-minute candle closed above all of this resistance, and there's your ignited bar, okay? If you're looking to scalp for 10 pips, there's your 10 pip scalp. Right there, ignited bar. Did it pull back into 50%? No. Came up ignited, broke the wick. You could have bought right there, and that's a scalp. Coming right up to the next area of resistance right here, 16,930. Will it have enough to take out that high at 933? And then you got to factor in that maybe there's going to be some resistance there. Maybe it will pull back if you're in a buy, similar with NASDAQ, okay? And you got to live with the consequences. If you go up there and you take out some profit up there and it continues to break, you can't be mad. You got to understand, guys, you can't be mad, because there's going to be so many opportunities where you're going to miss out on pips because you want more, just like on that gold one, okay? So when I trade like a robot. I don't get emotionally involved in these trades. I don't marry these trades. I scalp them. I'm in and out. I have no relationship to these trades. Get in and out. That's scalping. That's a scalper's mentality. Everyone asks me, Ron, what is the scalper's mentality? That's what it is. In and out. If I get into a scalp, I don't look to turn it into an intraday long trade where I want to hold for 6 to 8 hours. I want to get in, get my pips, and get out and look for another scalp. Try a couple of those scalps a day, hit your daily goal, and be done with the day and go on with your day. Okay, so NASDAQ. Again, we were talking about this the other stream. We were consolidating for 2-3 weeks in here. Then it eventually started to close with volume above here, and then started its big bullish move to the all-time highs. We pulled back. So it's very, very similar to what we did with US30. There's our daily supporting level right there. It's holding this move. It's respecting this move. The big red candle that came down held. We got a big green ignited candle close above 50%. We had a little inside bar, and then yesterday we had another bullish move. And look at today's doji candle right at the top. Okay, so this is today's doji candle. It opened. Okay, we had a little bit. Our high of the day is right here. Okay, we're very, very close to taking out yesterday's high. So that's our purple high of the day. There's not much volume in our daily candle today. That's our high of the day. Okay, and what happened when we hit the high of the day? It came back down to where? To the low of the day. And you see there's not much range. Add up the numbers, like 35 to 04, 30 pip range. Okay, it just started to open up right now. So that's our low of the day. There's not much range. It will probably start to open up as we get into COMEX and Wall Street. So that's our low of the day. Okay, so now it's coming right back up to the high of the day. If we break out, we want to, that's going to be a target right there, 954. It's not a lot, but that's a target. We got to target yesterday's high. In order to continue to go bullish, we need to fill up to that yellow line and break out of it. Okay, if we break out, look to the left of the chart. Where could we break out? Nowhere. We've never been up here. Okay, so this is again all-time high territory. Where could it possibly go? From 950 maybe to 17,000. Okay, that's a psychological level I could place right up there, yellow line at 17,000. And then when it gets there, I watch what happens up there. Okay, so those will be targets if it goes bullish. If we come back down bearish today, come back to the low of the day, again, we break down where? To maybe 50% of the bullish candle yesterday. Open, close, half of it is right there. Okay, but maybe I want to be more close now where there's bodies. Or I can be like right at that wick if I like. Okay, I kind of want to, I always look where there's bodies first. Okay, these are more critical to me than just a wick. Here's a body open, close, and an open. Okay, and bring it across, maybe right there. This area, 16,850, 849.7, that might be a support area, point of interest. So this could be a daily, if it comes down here, daily support. This is where the buyers could be waiting. Daily support POI. Okay, and might continue if it comes down red, 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 stop right there, catch a wick, and then go back up. And maybe it consolidates, and maybe it might have more momentum. If we lose this level, then it might start to sell off down in here. Okay, so this is how it's trading right now. Very, very small range. Let's go to the hourly. Look at the hourly candles. Okay, they're very, very, well, they're just consolidating. Okay, so we came up to the purple line. It broke right there. That was yesterday at power hour, 3 p.m. And then we came back down. We held down in here. It came back up for London. And then London session came back down. And now we're building a little bit back up. So it's kind of like a double bottom where it came down, one bottom. There's our neckline. Came back down, double bottom. And now we're trying to break the high of the day currently on NASDAQ right now. So where's our hourly support? Hourly support is kind of, again, I find my hourly bodies. My hourly support is right there at my bodies. Okay, there's a body, a body, a body, a body, and we're kind of above it right now. So again, white line for hourly, and that one I can label my hourly support. 16,925. Those quarter increment moves. Hourly support. If we stay above here, we still have bullish momentum. If we get below this, then it could start selling off. Okay, every time we came up here, impulse, close below, right by the white line. Impulse, close below the white line. Impulse, close at the white line, and it started red. Now we're above it. This candle is going to close in 47 minutes. Will it close above here, or will it come back down? Okay, so that's hourly. Let's go into these 5 minutes, ready for scalping. Okay, remember this white line now. So that's the point of reference I'll be using. So right now, look at how garbage it was trading. Like here, I can't trade this, guys. I can't scalp this. I'm sorry. This hurts my eyes. Red, green, red, green, red, green. There's like no range. So now it started to open up right now. So it started here at 740. Started to open up. Now we're getting a little bit of volume in the market. So let's see if it continues to hold this area. Okay, right here. Will it continue to hold above that hourly level? If it comes down red, I give it the benefit of the doubt that it will just break and it will be an impulse and then catch buyers and come right back up. But if it closes below this big green box, then the sellers might take control and bring it down. We could consolidate from the purple high to the green box. If it wants to trade and flag in here, again, let it consolidate and let's figure out the next move. Next move may be coming back down to the green box, maybe go back up, maybe gets rejected a second time, take it down there, they break it, retest this, then it might be a nice sell position to come down to the low of the day. That's one path, one option. We might not even get that. Maybe it just comes down, came up, back down, maybe it's testing that high up there, and it actually breaks, retests this, and all of a sudden we're going up to there. Okay, that could happen too. But right now, if you're undecided and you're not in a trade, let's just trap it, leave it in there. Put our EMAs, we're above our 9, we're above our 200. Check at this RSI indicator. Look, it was not the 50 like the other ones. We were up to 70. That's where it's considered to be overbought, at 70. But it could just pull back and continue going up. So, but we are at close to the high of the day. So we have to be very cautious to continue to buy the high of the day when our 5-minute candles are extremely, the strength is overbought. So we have to be careful up here. So I will leave NASDAQ. We'll keep it on the right of our 3 charts. Just one second. In Zoom, there's another TradingView link. So there's 3 TradingView links now. Okay, one is gold, one is US30, and one is NASDAQ. I'm going to combine them all together now. I know it looks busy, but I know some of you guys are trading, you're not just trading gold. I know some of you guys are trading indices. Okay, so just to reiterate, we've got gold over here on the left. US30 Dow Jones is in the middle, and we've got NASDAQ over here on the right, and our Bookmap is on gold. We'll watch gold going into COMEX. It's 8:15 a.m. Eastern, so in 5 minutes we are going to have COMEX market open. Okay, so be ready for volatility. If you're in any trades, just be ready. Make sure you're not over leveraging, make sure you're not over risking, make sure you're not doing anything silly. Unless you're okay with it, okay? If you do that stuff, you got to be an adult here. If you're okay with leveraging a little bit more, then if you get stopped out, don't be upset when you lose your profit for the day or yesterday or all week's profit, or you blow a phase account, okay? That's the nature of the game. You want to leverage, you want to over leverage. If you don't hit a trade, you know, we love when we over leverage and we hit a trade in profit. Everyone is happy, everyone's excited, but if you don't and you go into drawdown, you got to be able to handle it, okay? Don't be surprised. That's all I'm trying to say to everybody. If you're not okay with that, then don't be over leveraging. I'm telling you right now. Make the decision. It's one of the hardest concepts traders need to learn. And when I go back, I used to over leverage back in the day. Now when I look back at it, I look back at how stupid I was, honestly. Why did I put myself through all of that anxiety? Why did I put myself through all of that panic? Why did I put myself through gambling? Why? When I could have just traded with normal risk, actually watched the play develop without panicking, and not blow up my accounts. I don't know why it took me that many years to learn myself. But we're all going to have to learn at some point in time. If you're going to neglect that, then it's going to be a long, long journey for you. Yep, Dow is trying to break right now. I'm going to wait for COMEX market to open up. Yeah, if you need to ask a question, ask. Yeah, ignited candle has no wick. Okay, it opens, depends if it's a red, like this is an ignited bullish open on NASDAQ. See how it opened? There was no drawdown. There's no drawdown. It didn't even have an attempt to open up red and come down. It opened green. That's an ignited open, and it had a lot of momentum, and it took out the high and continued to move. Marcos, thank you. I hope you had a good Christmas too, all the way from Brazil. Thank you. Uh, Asil Riyad, what do you mean? Sometimes I don't see the confirmation or can't see the sell or buy signal and keep watching the chart without. Like you're talking about the signals now? You can't see the buy or sell signal? Kind of match up the chart. Like there's a chart provided too. Also, if you can match the chart with the signal. Okay, the price action, the candlesticks, the zones. Don't just look at the numbers, okay? Because the numbers are always going to be different from broker to broker. Or you just can't pull the trigger. You get like you can't take the buy or the sell. Just takes practice with everybody. Okay, guys, this is 8:20. This is now COMEX market open. Okay, for specifically for gold. Okay, this is when the commodities exchange. That's what COMEX stands for. Commodities exchange opens up. So this is where it gets an injection of volume. Okay, so we can see gold just opened up red. Okay, coming down. Will it see how it picked up? Okay, so this is volatility where it just came down, back up green, come down red. You can tell now. Okay, we got some volume in the markets now. So we'll see if it can continue, maybe catch a wick, come up. We have not broke this red box yet. If it does, that's our high of the day, that purple line. It's not too far away. If it breaks, like the red box to the purple line, that's an additional maybe 12, 13 pips up there, okay? It came down. Again, let's see if it picks up the bids. It just did. Picked up the bids. Now they're asking to trade up here. Okay, so gold looks like it's possibly going to break out. It's a nice developing in a hammer candle. Okay, I'm not in any trade right now, okay? Azil, if you're, but you can't, if I am, but even with the zone on my chart, can't tell if it's going up or down. If you can't tell if the move is going up or down, it's probably consolidating. It's probably trading sideways. Then maybe you've identified that it is consolidating. So you've done a good thing. Maybe that's where, Azil, you don't want to trade. If you know that it's not going up or down, it's probably trading sideways. And then that's where maybe you want to avoid trading. And right there, you've identified it. Okay, so you see that previous high where we came up there. Okay, right up here. It could be coming right back up. We'll see what happens up here. Remember, that's the high of the day, that purple line. Ovidius, you took a buy at 2067, put a stop loss at break even. That's perfect. Okay, you're up 20, 25 pips, and you're at a break even. See how good that is? That's perfect risk management. So now, Ovidius, hopefully it can break that high up here. Maybe you go up 30, 40, 50 pips, and then now do a trailing stop loss. Trail your profit behind. Maybe go up 20 pips trailing stop loss. Then you've secured 20 pips. Hopefully it continues to break new highs, and then you can maybe get a nice little trailer. But that's perfect risk management. And then eventually, Ovidius, you got to know that maybe it will come back down, take you out, but at least it takes you out with profit, and that's good. You know, that what else can we want when we're trading? I know everybody wants a trade to continue to go up to the moon. We all want that. But sometimes it's not going to happen. Okay, we've got US30 breaking out too. NASDAQ is attempting the high of the day up here too. Okay, and gold is breaking out with COMEX. So maybe we wait for this next minute and 20 seconds. Let's see how these candles will close. Okay, when I look at Dow to the left of the chart, remember there, that was the previous high, 50% of that big red candle, if we're looking at that, okay, will it have enough to get up to maybe there, to that red line? And gold impulsively broke out. Let's see where it will close. Will it close above the red box so that we can flip it to green? See if the next candle will open maybe ignited green, maybe push. Remember, that's the high of the day. Might be a double top up there. Maybe they break it a little more up to here. NASDAQ is trying. US30 is pushing nicely. Okay, so US30 just tapped into 50% of that red candle. If it closes above it, 20 seconds to go, it might close right near the high. This is a very strong candle on US30, and maybe it will attempt to take out this high right here. Any pullbacks on US30, identify where's 50% of the volume when it closes. From the open to wherever it closes, figure out where half of it. This red box will be green now because the volume is above. Okay, also gold closed above. Okay, so give it the benefit of the doubt that maybe some sellers are going to try and push it down. It's green ignited. We were just talking about this. Okay, look at how they opened the candle. Green ignited. Is it going to still hold? Where my cursor is, it's holding the ignited bar right now. It didn't break red yet. Okay, now it just broke red. So let's see if it will retest the green box. But again, it's ignited still. So it got those bids right away. And let's see if they start to ask to trade up here. No. So now it's coming down for the actual physical retest of maybe this green box. NASDAQ closed above the high of the day, the purple line. So let's see if it holds it and can maybe just move a little bit higher. Okay, so gold, it opened ignited, it came up, but did not have enough momentum to take out the previous high. So that essentially is a lower high. And then they pushed it down. Now it's retesting the green box. So let's see if we can catch a wick, maybe come back up. If the sellers can push it back down, it's going to come down, maybe down to here, to the 9 EMA, but more importantly to the VWAP, right here, this white line. NASDAQ is holding. I just don't like buying when something is really, really overbought up here at 75. But this is if you're already in a buy. Hopefully maybe it can continue to squeeze some short sellers and get a little higher. I just don't like to personally buy the highs. No news today, Ethereum, nothing. This week has very, very light news and no earnings. Okay, so you see how this one opened now. It opened red coming down to the 9 EMA. Will it come back up? Will it close back below here? Then if it does, this green box, we got to make it red again. The volume is below. So maybe that was a fake move to the upside, almost to that high of the day, but then the big red candle is coming down. Tiwak, Ron, how and when do you choose market to trade? Do you mark your top-down analysis for all your preferred markets and choose? Yeah, so for example, if I'm trading London, okay, London, you probably, I'll be trading DAX. DAX in London, or maybe like GBP USD in London. So I'll do my top downs, I'll look at news, I'll look at what's going on, and I get ready to trade London with DAX and GBP USD. As I move more into New York, I trade more gold or US30. I'll do my top down, get it ready. I'll check which security has more news, which one will I be trading, and then post New York and as we go into power hour, I'm mainly just looking at US30. But always I do my top down analysis. I always know what news is coming in the market, what particular security I'm trading. That's why for COMEX we're watching gold right now. But always prepare yourself, no matter what session you're trading. Similar when we do Tokyo sessions. When we do Tokyo, we do more now USD, JPY, and like some gold. So we do our top down, we get ready for any news, and just pick which security you're comfortable with. Everybody has their favorite securities. I don't normally trade like this where I have 3 charts like this. I normally am trading one chart, like for example US30, it's full. I've got US30 over here in Bookmap, and that's what I'm watching. I'm focused, I'm dialed in on one chart where I'm not flip-flopping, where I go in a buy on US30, I take a sell on gold, I'm in a buy on oil, and then I'm flip-flopping. I can do that, we can all trade like that, but you're just not 100% laser focused when you're doing that. And then you might make more mistakes as opposed to just staying with 1 or 2 charts and just watch that volume. There's more than enough pips to be made on one chart. We don't, like, I personally don't need to go to 3, 4, or 5 different securities. As long as US30 is spitting out pips, I can stay with it. Okay, so we have the big red candle coming down to our daily support POI, to the green bar. It closed below. Okay, so also we're below the VWAP on gold. Okay, so give it the benefit of the doubt that maybe it's going to get bid right back up, and then we'll see if it gets rejected and come down. Okay, so we're giving the benefit of the doubt, turned green. It's ignited. Okay, make sure you look at these two, almost ignited. Okay, so it came up green, back down red. Okay, so the high of the day, what can we say about the high of the day on gold? They rejected it right there, and in the next attempt with COMEX market open, right there, 820, they rejected it. So it's a lower high from the high of the day. That's telling us something, that the sellers are really holding the high of the day down on gold right now. Okay, so it's coming back up green, again, 50%. What is that big red bar? It opened and it closed. There's about half of it right there. So we'll see what type of reaction it gets at the halfway point, right there, where my cursor is. So there it just briefly got rejected. If they can continue to reject these buyers, maybe we'll come down here and start to sell off. But if the buyers keep bidding it up, then we're going to test the bigger red box right up here. If the buyers can bring it right back up, close it above here, we might be looking for that continued buy to the high of the day. But when it's inside the box again, if you don't feel comfortable trading in here, let it consolidate. NASDAQ is making a move. Okay, so NASDAQ, remember NASDAQ is completely overbought up here too. Okay, so if you're in a buy on NASDAQ, hopefully you get that short squeeze and you can get some additional pips. But if you're looking to buy NASDAQ up here, I would be cautious. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I would be cautious. When something is completely overbought and we're at the high of the day, be careful up there. That's not like an area you want to be looking to buy, because you might get caught in a little bit of drawdown. You buy the highs and then all of a sudden it's pulling back, and then you're in trouble. Okay, so again, came up really green. They rejected it, and now it's coming back down. Okay, so if we get more transactions below the VWAP, maybe the offers will start flooding in, and maybe gold will start to break this 2066 area right here and start to break down. If US30 breaks this trend line, gets below this green box, might be a nice selling opportunity. Same with NASDAQ. Maybe if the volume stays below that high of the day purple line, might be an opportunity to maybe look for a possible sell. Gold. Okay, so gold is a pin bar now. It came up green, 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 approximately 50% of that red body, and got rejected, and now it's a shooting star candle trying to take out the low here. So you see, it's exciting when you see a big green candle coming up, but you gotta also understand the bar prior to it. Judge where's half of the volume. Okay, it's not that difficult to do that. And maybe when it came up to halfway point, you saw it get rejected, then maybe you avoided buying up there. Okay, so we have 1 more minute to go. We're into 8:30, 8:35. Okay, so a new 30-minute candle has opened. We've got US30 just holding up here, and NASDAQ trading right at that high of the day, consolidating. But gold is the one that has more volume, moving a little bit better. Okay, so 10 more seconds to go into the close. What's everyone looking at? What are you guys trading? Are you guys looking at gold, US30, or NASDAQ? What's everyone looking at? Gold? Gold and NASDAQ? Okay, so gold, we closed below that critical yellow daily supporting pivot line. So it will be technically a resistance line right now. We have an ignited red candle opening on gold. Okay, so if it breaks here, it's going to sell down to maybe the 200 EMA, maybe down to our next hourly support right here. Remember our last big drop on gold? It came down right down to this level. And that's where it was that big red move, and then it stopped right our hourly. Okay, it's a nice little sell. Wow. As a seal, that's amazing. You closed your sell from 70 to 64. That's perfect. That's 60 pips. That's a perfect job. Okay, so we broke ignited bar, broke our critical green box, the supporting level. It came down, so it physically broke, but when it came down there, picked up the bids. That's why we got it. You got to either wait for volume to close, otherwise you're taking an impulse move. Okay, and we've got US30 consolidating in this area right here. So I'm watching US30 too. Still consolidating right here. And NASDAQ, see, it kind of lost all of its volume, but still it's above the high of the day. So we'll see if buyers can come in, maybe squeeze some few more short sellers, or if NASDAQ will start to sell off down in here. Azil, and 2 hours ago you got a sell from 68 to 61, so you're done with gold today. Maybe you should be done entirely for the day. If you've pocketed that much pips and you've hit your daily goal, there's no point in continuing to trade. That's it. We got to learn discipline now. You've done fantastic. Now it's time to get out of the markets and go enjoy your day. Don't give back. Review those trades that you did with gold. Review them and see what you did. You did extremely well. So review those setups. What did you do? Okay, so we've got gold right here playing around in this area, coming down, going back up. Remember, this is a hanging man candle. It opened ignited red. We still have the red head on the candle. We've got 90 seconds to go. We'll see if it flips back green, comes up, maybe a lower high, and they push it back down, or that's it. That was kind of like the little sell off, sold right into buyers, and now buyers are ready to bring it right back up. So we have to keep in mind that that's a higher low. With that big bullish candle, came into about 50% of it. So the buyers are still holding the bottom down here. Now it's flipping into a hammer candle. Again, it's right in this critical area, the consolidation area, right at that daily yellow line. we did with our top down. So it's at a critical area that maybe we got to continue to allow it to accumulate, and maybe we'll figure out which way it wants to move. US30 is still inside this box, and NASDAQ, there's like there's a lack of volume with NASDAQ, but it's getting rejected at the high of the day. So maybe NASDAQ may have sell off a little bit, but not 100% confident with it yet. Okay, so here's the close. We have a new candle in the market. We closed red below that yellow line on gold. It's opening green again. We see now where we're transacting. Again, right back at that VWAP. So this is where it's going to consolidate right here, and we'll see which way it wants to continue to move. Will it come back up here, or will they try to attempt to break it down below here? The consolidated box, we just continue to stretch it across. It wants to continue to trade in here. Let it trade. Let it accumulate. Guys, thank you guys on YouTube. Almost 300 viewers. That's amazing. Thank you guys. If you guys can hit the like button, if you guys have it, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, so NASDAQ. That's why I personally wasn't looking to buy up here. Number one, high of the day. Number two, extremely overbought on the 5 minutes. So that's why I was saying, guys, maybe avoid buying up here. If anything, might be looking for a sell. I know a lot of traders FOMO buy up there. They buy the high of the days, and then this is what could happen. Okay, it could potentially come right back up there, but needs to maybe cool off a little bit. But what we got to do is identify that it got rejected at the high of the day there. So that's kind of like my red box going across for NASDAQ. Maybe a double top, we'll see. Maybe it comes back down, goes back up, then they reject it the second time, the harder time, and that might be potentially the next sell opportunity. The markets will continue to move. We're getting close to 9 a.m. and then Wall Street 9:30. Do you guys find that this is good volume to trade, or do you guys find that this is kind of choppy? For me, this is choppy. That's just my opinion. Like with gold, yeah, it made a nice little bullish move, came right back down, but now it's really choppy. We've got US30 breaking down a little bit with NASDAQ breaking down. But this is where it could just break down a little bit and come back up. So you have to know, either you're opening up your stop loss a little bit more, giving it more room to breathe, so you have to decrease your lot size to make up for that, or you're just like, this is where you pip and you dip. If you're happy with 10, 15, 20 pips, you just get in and out. Because see what can happen. Look at US30, how it can come down red, and then all of a sudden it's a green candle coming right back up. This is when you're trading in chop. This happens, and it can be very frustrating for traders. So when you identify this type of volume, maybe it's best to just wait on the sidelines until we get more trending volume, till we get more movement, till we get a better understanding of how the market is moving. Like right now, gold, it's consolidating right at our daily support level again, right inside here. We know that it's eventually not going to make a move. We know that it's going to try and make a move above 2069 maybe and try for a new high of the day, or it will sell off below 266 down here and test this hourly support down here at 264. So 2064. So what we got to do is just basically allow it to continue to accumulate, see who accumulates more. Our cumulative volume delta right now for gold is negative 80, but we're right at that VWAP. So it's tough to make a decision right now. We've got US30 coming right back up, and we got NASDAQ coming right back up. As we move more into Wall Street, we'll move over to US30 or NASDAQ in Bookmap. We got gold right now because we're still not even in 9 a.m. So we'll stay another 15 minutes with gold on Bookmap before we start to move into more indices. Okay, so this is what I mean by chop. See that big green candle, how it came up, and then a big red candle coming right back down. So we're in a range right now where it is trading sideways, so we have to be careful. Gold is coming right back up. Just be careful, guys. If you don't know the direction, then don't take a trade. Don't feel like you got to force to take a trade. I see some of you guys are getting really anxious to take trades. If you're not 100% right on the bias, I would just remain on the sidelines. Okay, I know it sucks that you're not taking a trade, but it's better don't take a trade than just take a trade just to say you're trading because NASDAQ and US30 are close to the all-time highs. If you're not 100%, don't take a trade. But if you're going to take a trade, make sure your next step is you've calculated your risk. That's the only other thing you need to do. Anyone can hit a buy and sell button, but just calculate how much you're willing to risk. If I just look at each one of these US30 candles, just let's look from the top to the bottom, the average. They're about right now 12, 13 pips. So if I was to trade any one of these candles, whether I'm buying or selling, minimum my stop loss would be the entire range. So I would be risking at least 15 pips. If 15 pips is too much for you, then you got to reduce your lot size. Okay? 15 pips is nothing for stop loss on US30. Normally in New York, each one of these candles is 25, 30 pips. So then you got to really increase your stop loss and decrease your lot size. Unless you're comfortable with trading and you can take a trade with minimal to no drawdown, get into profit right away. But when it's ranging and choppy like this, it's very difficult to do that. Like look, even if you bought gold, right here, you bought gold and then that's it. It came up and then boom, red candle coming right back down. Everything is ranging right now. So it's very difficult to even scalp this unless you're getting in and out really quickly. And a lot of traders cannot grasp that concept. Like if you bought this and it came up to there, those three candles, like let's say you bought up here and came up there, you just made 20 pips. And if you don't do anything up there, it could come all the way right back down to where you entered. Okay, so NASDAQ looks like it wants to continue to break out. This could be that short squeeze that I was talking about. Okay, it could continue to squeeze short sellers. I'm just very careful buying up here. But if you're already in a buy, like you're holding, just pulled back, you can continue to maybe hold your buys. And I hope there's a short squeeze for you guys. Continuing to hold your buys up here, and maybe it will start to break out. But US30 came up there again and couldn't. So US30 might be developing that double top, what we're looking at right now. Came up, back down, there's our neckline, came back up, could be coming back down. Okay, so if it comes down like this, then that's where maybe it could potentially sell back down. But every time it comes down to the green box, it's getting a higher low. So the buyers are still holding it here. NASDAQ looks like maybe it's going to break out. 20 seconds to go. Watch the close. Might close near the high. They might gap it up. Continue to go up with an ignited candle. Gold is coming down now. Red, big, bearish engulfing candle. Let's see where they close gold. And we're 10 minutes away from 9 a.m. Okay, so we closed near the low. Again, they opened it red, ignited. But look at the size of the wick that it needs to fill. So it opens green. Give the benefit of the doubt. It didn't come down. It's at the green box. Green. Coming up. If it comes up now, 50% of the candle is where the 9 EMA and our daily yellow support line, resistance line is now, because the volume is below. So if it continues to get lower highs, then maybe it's going to break here and continue to sell down. US30 is also trying to come down. NASDAQ is moving up right now. If you want to like go from red to green, the box on NASDAQ, and see if it will hold. See if the green box can hold, catch a couple wicks, and maybe come right back up. If it comes down red, this might be like a selling area down in here. Ovidius, do I trade stocks as well? Yes, I do. Yes. Individual stocks, options. I love scalping Tesla options. Tell you which is the next GameStop. We had fun with GameStop and AMC. Those were fun. Okay, so gold is breaking down, guys. Again, if you're patiently waiting, we need to see maybe some red volume close below this green box. Otherwise, you got to know that you're taking an impulse candle. Yes, you could go into a sell and then it just breaks red and bleeds out. That could very well happen. But every single time, if you get in the habit of taking impulse candles like that, it might just come down a little bit, catch a wick, and go right back up. So you have to be very careful. Now US30 and NASDAQ are breaking down now. Okay, so again, we're getting very, very, very close to 9 a.m. Oh man, that was that M pattern. See, this is the woulda, shoulda, couldas. Came up, down, back up, and then just started to break down. NASDAQ, I was telling you guys, be careful on the buys up there. Unless you are in a buy. That's all I was saying. But I wouldn't be looking to take a buy up there. So now with this big red bar, do I want to sell now the low down here? No, because I kind of missed already a little bit of that impulse move. If I was going to take the sell, I should have taken it there. It's already moved 10 pips. So I'm already 10 pips behind. If I sell right here, what if it pulls back 5-10 pips? I'm in drawdown. So I might as well just wait for this candle to close and maybe I get the retest. That's another thing I find traders have difficulty with. Like they want to sell right now at the bottom. The way how I look at it is that was the opportunity if you're going to do that. To take the impulse break right there. You would be up 10 pips right now. To take the sell right now, if this thing pulls back, you're selling the low. If it pulls back, you're going to be in drawdown. So I might as well wait for this candle to close in a minute and 20 seconds and see if it will pull back naturally, and then maybe I sell the pullback. I'm just trying to think of how I can not go into drawdown. some traders have difficulty with that. That's why I talk about that, guys. Okay, because I know a lot of you guys get FOMO and get excited and want to enter, but a lot of times if you do this, you're going to end up being in drawdown. And then it's just patience. I know everyone says, wrong, well, we missed out on a sell. Yeah, you did. You just missed out on this candle. Okay, that doesn't mean you missed out on a sell. You can still get into the sell, but maybe wait for a pullback. It doesn't always do this where it just breaks down. Sometimes, like gold, if you did it 2 times on gold, you're in trouble now. What about when gold broke down there? If you did, you were in trouble. Drawdown or stop loss. If you just sold gold breakdown right there, you're in trouble right now. Okay, so I don't do that game with woulda, coulda, shouldas, because I can show you right now on gold 2 times. If you took those impulse sells on gold, you're in trouble 2 times. With US30, it's a different story. Okay, so here we go now. Here's the close. Gold is again still inside this box. It broke down impulsively a couple times with no volume close below there. Here's now. Let's see now if we want to trade. If we want to sell US30, let's see if it will come back up. Okay, ignited red. I don't like. Maybe the green box. This might be a buying opportunity down in here. See, I don't have US30 on the book. Normally, I'm looking at US30 right over here to see. Let's go to YM real quickly. Okay, so YM, we just broke the VWAP, just broke down. This green box is what we did with our top-down analysis. That's our low of the day. So if it comes back up, what is half of this red candle? Open, close. Half of it is like right around here. And that's where our 9 and our 200 EMA are, like right around here. So if it comes back up to there, maybe that's an opportunity to see if it gets rejected there, then go back down. But right now, careful. It's coming down to the green box, coming right back up now. Gold, see what I mean? If you took those sells and you got excited that it was going to break, you are in trouble now. So we can't say always that we can take impulse candles. There's a time and place for them. That was maybe the time and place to take it on US30 because it was the M pattern. It came up, back down, came up, then they really brought it down. That's the second leg of the M pattern. Does it always happen like that? No, I would tell you guys if it did. And we're a couple minutes away from 9 a.m. Okay, so that's another thing. We have now a new hourly candle coming in the market, and this hourly candle represents Wall Street because Wall Street is in 30 minutes at 9:30. Yeah, gold and its wicks can be very, very frustrating. It came up bullish again, right up there. If you bought the high, you're in trouble again. It got rejected and coming back down. That's why I don't like to trade in this zone. I like to wait for a confirmation of at least green volume closing above there or red volume closing below there. If it just continues to trade in here, again, patience, discipline, let's wait, and maybe we have a higher probability of predicting the correct move if we just continue to wait and allow gold to continue to accumulate. I am Yushi. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome, welcome. Okay, and NASDAQ too. Careful up here, guys. Riland, Midman Jess, welcome, bro. Okay, so also on Bookmap now with US30, do we see any heat coming in the market? Where do we see maybe a block of bids coming in? Because we're reaching the low of the day right before 9 a.m. Okay, so I can see a little heat coming in here and here. We'll see if the market wants to come down to pick up this liquidity down here. Maybe it will just come right back up, trade by the VWAP. But 30 more seconds to go, so I'm going to wait it out and see where things close going into 9 a.m. our new hourly candle. Okay, so gold again is trying another attempt up here. Okay, it's coming right back up. US30 is maybe trying an attempt down to break this green box, and NASDAQ, we'll see if it can sell off similar to how US30 did. Okay, so here we go. This is 9 a.m. We have an ignited green candle open right away. So if it can take out that wick, it might be an impulse break to the upside on gold. If it can't fill into that wick, it might be a lower high and come back down, and again trade inside here. Okay, so US30 came up, lower high rejected, new lower low. Came up again, lower high rejected. Let's see if it can take out that low. If not, it'll be a higher low and it will consolidate. Maybe this thing might be gearing up to turn around back up bullish. NASDAQ might start to break down as well. Let's check gold really quickly. Okay, so gold now is above the VWAP, okay, and the bids are accumulating. See all of the bids now right below the VWAP. So if it does sell back down, now you're selling into a block of bids, which could continue if it accumulates to come break this and attempt that high of the day 2070 for gold. Okay, and if US30 breaks above here, we could be going up. Okay, so this is where now US30 could consolidate right here down to our green box, see if it builds, and might be looking for a possible buy opportunity building in here. Maybe it comes back down. Again, double bottom, higher low. Then maybe that next push could be that push that comes up to that 37,550 red box up there. Okay, so I will be maybe looking for buys above there. But you see how I wait? It came up, got rejected, so I see it come back down. I want to see if it will pick up more bids, maybe like a double bottom bounce off of this green box. See, this was the first bottom. Maybe this is developing the second bottom bounce. Gold is getting ready to possibly break out of here. So gold came all the way down, back up. Rejected right here. That was COMEX market open. It came down 2 times. It impulsively broke down, but no volume close above. So it picked up all of those, got rejected, picked up the bids, and now we're coming up for the next leg up. But again, it came up, tweezed their highs. Can we get green gold volume closing above here to maybe get that attempt to take out that high of the day? Okay, so a minute and 20 to go. Why didn't I buy at 37,520? Just because it was start of 9 o'clock. Okay, so 9 o'clock is more volatile than a different. So I was just waiting. 9 o'clock opened. But yeah, it's a good opportunity to look for buys at 520 right here. But again, it was just the timing of the candle. It was 9 a.m. So it was that new hourly open, and sometimes they take out the lows, come back up. So I'm still watching it, but 520, that was a good opportunity to maybe look for a buy. It won everything gold, 1 hour choppy chop. Yeah, it's guys, it's the lack of volume. It's there's not a lot of institutions trading this week. So that's what I was trying to get to at the start of this entire week when we go through the news. There's no news, guys. So it might be chop chop for the rest of the week. It might trade like this all week. Okay, so here's the close. 15 seconds. We're coming back up. Nice bullish candle. Okay, will it close above that previous high right here? Also look at gold. Okay, there's our 209 EMA. 50% is the red line. Okay, so it closed near the high. Get ready. This could be like an ignited bar. Maybe if it's red a little bit, might come down to test. No, it's an ignited bar. Okay, so it got rejected a little bit. See the 200 and the 9. I'm still giving emphasis on those right up there. That maybe they're going to push it down, but it's still ignited. I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay, so maybe do I want to buy on a discount? Maybe I want to see if it will come back down to at least 50%, but it's not. It's holding. Look at NASDAQ. Does NASDAQ even have any volume in it today? Tech is asleep. And gold still right up here at this red box. Okay, so again, gold got rejected. No volume closed above there. Okay, so there was no pullback, guys, on the US30. It opened, it's continuing to push. So now we have a choice. We can either buy this candle or, you got to wait for that next leg to come down, unfortunately. Like how it came down, it's coming back up. Maybe to that neckline, that red line, the 200, the 9 EMA, maybe that's where maybe it could possibly get pushed down and then look to buy into there and take it back up. But either you buy this green candle right now, but again, it's at a very, very critical area. And you can see right now it's approaching that VWAP. Okay, but maybe now. See how it got rejected right at that red line? 50% of that red candle, it just got rejected. Okay, so now it's coming down. Maybe now, if you were looking to buy, we look for an opportunity to buy inside here. If it comes down a little lower to 50% of the body, where will it close in a minute and 50 seconds? Guys, this is choppy price action. I know a lot of traders are looking to trade, but this is not the greatest price action. Okay, gold looks like a hammer ready to break out. Came down red, back up. one more minute. Okay, so let's see if gold can get volume to close above there. And maybe, guys, we're not too far away from the high of the day for gold. It's only about 10, 15, 20 pips away here to 2070 dot 30, that 40. Okay, so let's keep an eye on that. Might get that potential to break out. I'm looking for maybe a retest on US30 over here. Okay, so 30 more seconds to go. And we still haven't even got into Wall Street. Wall Street is 20 minutes away. So maybe, hopefully, Wall Street will be much better volume than what we've been looking at right now. Okay, so here's our close, red. Will it come down? I'm always looking at 50% of that green candle. Maybe if it comes down there. Maybe it doesn't even come down here. Maybe it holds, okay? But we got a red bar now coming down. Okay, and gold could not close above either. So this might be an impulse break now. If it comes down a little bit, gold could impulsively break out because it's got 4 wicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. It could fill those and pop right out of here. So if you're looking for an impulse buy on gold, this might be an opportunity to look for it. If not, if you're that patient, disciplined trader, you got to wait for that green bar to close. But this candle just opened, so you got to wait 4 more minutes. That's why some traders like to take the impulse move. Yeah, that's the impulse move now on gold. Okay, remember what I was saying, how it was building up. It had the 1, 2, 3, like 4 equal high wicks, small pullback, and all it had to do was fill a little bit, and then it's impulsively breaking out. But now with this momentum, you need it to come and fill these high wicks over here. Yeah, 2070 is a big resistance. I'm not in a trade yet, guys. Twanda? EMAs are exponential, correct. EMA, exponentials. 9 and 200 I use. EMA 9 and EMA 200. The green is the EMA 9 and the purple line is the EMA 200. Okay, so see, equal high rejection. That's why I was reluctant to take a buy on US30, is because of the 9 and the 200 EMA. And more importantly, 50% of that red candle. So now I'm waiting to see, maybe, you know what we were talking about? Boxing Day, a discount buyer. Maybe I'm waiting for it to pull back down into 50% of this green candle, or maybe back down to the green box, and maybe I could look for a buy down there. But if you were looking to buy these 2 green candles, again, you know, that's a scalp. Some of you guys were saying 520. Some of you guys maybe bought down there. But see how it came up there? About 15 pips? Like, you got to understand that 15 pips is a good scalp unless you're still holding this trade with break even. But you have to understand that there could be pullbacks. Right now, we're still in this consolidated range. Holy Chop City. Like, look at NASDAQ, look at gold, look at this US30. Man, hopefully Wall Street is not going to be this bad. Yeah, Twanda, 21 is great too for scalping. 13, 21 are really, really nice for scalping as well. Yeah, guys, I want you guys to understand. A1 everything, you're right. Low liquidity market tricks that sometimes happen before and shortly after Christmas and New Year's holidays. Yeah, guys, you got to understand. The big institutions are not trading this week. It's holidays. We get into the markets to help teach and educate, but if it wasn't for SST, I probably wouldn't be trading either. I would be coming back Tuesday, January the 2nd, when markets are back to normal. This is fun, but this can get really frustrating trading this stuff. So we don't want you guys to get frustrated. It is the holidays. Enjoy the holidays. Don't do any. That's why I tell you guys, if you're on any funded accounts right now and you're past phase 1, phase 2, or I say don't do anything silly these next few days until we get into the new year, because it could be choppy going through tomorrow, Friday, like the rest of the week. Okay, so gold still has not closed above this area. We got to wait for this. Again, it could be another impulse break right now. Building US30, okay, closed red below here, about 50% of our green candle. So we'll see if it will actually come down to the physical double bottom for this move, where it came down, back up. We know where our neckline is now. It's 50% of this big red bar. So the 50% rule is holding right there. We got rejected at the 9 and the 200 EMA. So now it might come back down, and we'll see if the second bottom can produce the bigger volume to come into the market, and then maybe take it back up to break this, and then we head up to here. If it doesn't, then the sellers are still in control. This could just be a little bit of a pullback buy, and sellers could continue to push it down. But it's still accumulating, and we're about 13-14 minutes away from Wall Street open. So if you haven't opened the trade, you got to maybe think about it. If you're going to get into a trade, you got to know that you might be holding the trade going into Wall Street, and then Wall Street can get very volatile. Will it be volatile today? I don't know. But on normal days when Wall Street opens, there's a lot of volatility. So that's where you really have to open up your stop loss. And if you're going into Wall Street with a trade open, you have to be cautious. How low does DXY need to drop for US to have a recession? Well, if you look, Ovidius, at the lows, when the pandemic started, it went down to 88 cents, and it kind of double bottomed down to 88. That would be, if the US dollar ever dropped down to 88 cents, that would be a raise of concern. That's where we found the double bottom during the pandemic. Goxel, you're done for the day with 25 pips. Congratulations. Good job. Get in and out of these markets. Okay, so we're about 10 minutes away from Wall Street. What are you guys thinking, okay, for indices? Let's do NASDAQ first. What do you guys think for NASDAQ? For market open in 10 minutes. Do you guys think we're going to go bullish? We're at the high of the day right now. It's trading at the high of the day. Do you guys think we're going to break out for a new high of the day? Or do you guys think NASDAQ is going to sell off NQ down here? Bearish? A lot of you guys are looking for bearish moves. Okay, so that's NASDAQ, guys. The majority of everybody is thinking bearish NASDAQ for Wall Street open. What do we think for US30? US30, do we think it's going to maybe get a little bit of a double bottom here and start to come back up and maybe break bullish above here for Wall Street? Or do we think we're close to our low of the day, that we're going to break our low of the day and start dropping on US30? And then gold, we're still right up here. Agil, who am I? Where's Dave? I am the mysterious man. SST. They call me Mysterio. Dave trades in Zoom. Ron Mysterio. Yeah, I'm the mysterious man here. You guys got to put up with me on YouTube. Dave is doing the private sessions with the snipers in Zoom. Stucker, what strategies do I use for trading? I use common sense strategy. CSS, common sense strategy, or CST, common sense trading. Keep it simple, keep it stupid simple when you trade. That's the best way. Keep it stupid simple, and you'll do a lot better. Okay, so gold, again, closed above our key area, and it's holding. So we might get a little push right before Wall Street on gold. We're approaching the green box, the low of the day on US30. Okay, now if we're coming back up, 50% of the red candle right there. Okay, might be looking for maybe potential like buy above here, 37,525. That quarter increment move right there. Maybe we'll see if it builds. Gold looks like it wants to go to that high of the day, guys. So if you're in gold buys, let's see if it can get up there before Wall Street, take out that high of the day, and maybe it sells off up in this red box at 2071 up there, if it can get up there. I'm seeing if US30 can build something off of here. And if we drop below this green box, okay, so where, if it drops, key area. Let me just go full chart, sorry, on US30. Okay, so remember our green box where we are right now. Bring it across, and right here is our daily support POI, the yellow line. But our 5-minute candles have maybe a, right here, 37,500, 502, right there. The reason why I placed it right there is you can see that when it came down, it went back up, came down, went back up. So maybe we break down to 502 before it gets down to our daily pivot 483 down there. Okay, right now it's building. Yeah, gold looks like it wants to move. Bradley, yeah. Stupid simple, guys. Nasser, thanks. I'm not a big fan of gold. I had a bad history with trading gold. What it gives eventually will take. That's true, but if you have discipline, when you make money off of gold, you don't give back. That's what we were saying. With proper risk management, you have a trailing stop loss. When you hit your daily goal, get out of the market so you don't give back. That's what we try. Any securities like that, not just gold. US30. If you make US30, you can give back. Same with NASDAQ. Same with anything. Any security. But the principle, the name of the game is to be disciplined. When you make your daily goal, that's it. You're done trading for the day. Get out of here. And try and do it the next day with proper risk management. But any security, if you keep over trading, if you keep over leveraging, yes, you will eventually give back a lot of your profit. Okay, so now we're pushing below the low of the day. Let's see how they're engineering the move, right? It's 6 minutes before Wall Street. So they're taking out the low of the day. Are they coming down to pick up the liquidity down there and bring it back up during Wall Street? That's what I look for. If I'm not in a trade, I still look as to what they're doing. I'm following US30 right now, so that's what I'm. Right here is the low of the day. If I get rid of this green box, there's our purple line. Remember when we did our top-down analysis? So they're taking out the low of the day right now, right before Wall Street. So we'll see. What is their reasoning to come down there to take out the low of the day? Are they coming to grab all of that liquidity and bring it right back up, or is it going to actually be a bearish day and we close below there and Wall Street continues to sell off? Okay, so that's what we got to watch for. Looks like NASDAQ is getting rejecting at the high of the day. So maybe NASDAQ is going to go down bearish. I scalp more US30, guys, over NASDAQ. Okay, so NASDAQ, let's see, US30 closed below the low of the day. The green box, let's flip it red now because we're below. Stretch it across. Okay, see how they even gap it down? Look at how they try and help it to push down to try and grab more liquidity. See where we closed and then they gapped it down. So they gapped it down. Let's see if they bring it right back up. Maybe if they grab all of this liquidity down here, I could be looking for buys above kind of the 50% of this red candle or above here for Wall Street if it comes back up. But still got to give the benefit of the doubt. Still a lot of selling pressure. Okay, and you see what I'm doing? I see this big red candle, open, close, and I just brought that red line down to 50% of it. Just in case it comes back up, I'd want to see green volume close above 50% for Wall Street. We've got gold that got rejected. Did gold come up to the high of the day? Not yet. Okay, remember the high of the day is up here. Came up almost, and then they pushed it right back down. So if you're not in a trade, let's hold off. Let's wait till Wall Street opens. We only have 3 more minutes to go. US30 did the same thing yesterday at this time. That's good. Then if you pick up on patterns, then what did it do exactly yesterday? And maybe it could mimic the same move today. Okay, so remember this red line that I put? We got that from looking to the left of the chart, that 37,502. Maybe it comes down there. With more momentum in Wall Street, there's our daily support POI, our point of interest, right here, the yellow line. Okay, maybe it does come down there, maybe it doesn't. And again, let's go to Forex Factory really quickly. Do we have any news? Just in case you're joining the call. We don't, 10 a.m. Okay, this is kind of when we're going to end the call, but 10 a.m. has Richmond Manufacturing Index right over here, an orange folder for USD. That's about it. That's all we have today. Okay, so 2 more minutes. Kind of found our bottom right now, 37,507, coming back up. NASDAQ is starting to break down. So you guys that were saying bearish on NASDAQ, you guys were absolutely correct. Good job on that call out. Okay, it looks like we're selling off right now. Gold is coming down. Could come right back up. Again, the zones. If it closes below there, the green box, make it red. Flat open, Kenza? Yep, possibly flat open. We'll see. Let's see in the next 90 seconds, guys. Again, if you're going to take any trades in Wall Street, please trade with proper risk management. Know how much you're willing to risk. Market open could be volatile. It could be flat. Okay. On normal days, it is extremely, you get a extremely big injection of volume and they're big moves. Okay. So that's normal how Wall Street moves at 9:30 a.m. Maybe now during the holidays, it won't be as volatile, but still you have to factor in your risk. had a good day trading, don't risk all your profit just to trade Wall Street market open. Here we go, guys. 30 more seconds to go. So please, whatever security you're looking at, pay attention to it. This is NASDAQ, this is US30, and we got gold. Okay, so what is the book telling us on US30? It looks like they want to ask, they're bidding it up. Okay, see how it's bidding up? There we go. So they gapped it up, big red candle coming down. Let's see if they pick up the liquidity for a buy. Watch this, guys. Okay, I'm buying. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, that was quick. But right away, you saw like how it went down red and they came and grabbed the liquidity. Like that was a hint, guys. We just came right up there. Holy shit, guys. Guys, I'm scaling out. That's profit. Fast markets. Okay, let's see if they pick up the liquidity again or how they close this. I'm in and out of that trade, guys. I told you I can't fool around with Wall Street. Okay, I'm looking to get back in. Watch what they do. Okay, that's quick. It was a clue. Did you guys see how they opened it up and then came down red and boom, as soon as it came up, that was the buy right there. Get your pips and get out. Oh my God. Okay, so NASDAQ, US30, gold is like barely doing anything. I know that that's too fast for some of you guys. That's why I tell you guys, I scalp 1 minute candles in and out quickly. Okay, so we're right back down to our key point of interest down here. Manuel, you made 1K on that move. It was the fastest probably 1K of your life. That's incredibly fast. Okay, so let's see now. If you're still in, if you're out, yeah, 15 seconds, Emmanuel. Sometimes it's very, very, very fast. That's why I don't take Wall Street for granted. Okay, you know, like I would love to hold that trade, but as soon as it came up to that red line, like that's why I have these red lines. It came up to it, tapped our red box. You gotta make a decision, guys, quick. That's what scalping is. Fast decisions. Some traders cannot make fast, quick decisions because you want more, you want more, you want more. But this is very volatile. Same with NASDAQ. NASDAQ came up and broke our yellow line. If you don't do anything up there, look at how it can come right back down. Look at the indecision. Okay, this is not a flat open. This is crazy volatile right now. So we're coming right back up. If we close above here, maybe we'll continue to move green. Okay, let's see. They took out pending orders above us. They took out the pending orders below us. We'll see. It's a spin top candle. After all of that, half the candle is exhausted, 2.5 minutes, and it's right back to where we opened. So think about it. They probably came and hunted for stop losses above and below. Look at NASDAQ. Had that nice big bullish move and got rejected coming down, but filling back up its candle. Remember, these are big, big candles now. If you don't feel ready to trade, some traders wait 5, 10, 15 minutes when Wall Street opens up. Look at like the size of the range now. Like measure this candle from top to bottom, the full range. It's 65 pip candle for US30. That's why these key daily support POIs right up there, that resistance POI, that's why I use these levels. Some traders ask me, Ron, why do you use these? Why do you put these on? That's exactly why I put them on. I'll explain why I took that buy in a minute, Annalie, because it was really, really fast. Like you had to really pay attention to that. Like it's just an instinct that I have when I trade Wall Street. I'll tell you in a minute, but right now let's watch this candle, how it closes. I tell you, if you're not experienced with trading Wall Street, you probably don't want to trade the way how I trade. It is very, very, very fast. But you see how they opened it, closed it right there, 925, and they gapped it up. And then right away, it came down red. Red, 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 red. So they're coming down for a specific reason, to take out all the pending orders down there. And then as soon as it started coming up, 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 and it broke my box, that's where I bought. And then as soon as it came up to that red line, that's it. I started closing the trade up there. Thank God I did. Because if I didn't, then it would have came right back down to where I entered. Okay, so here's the close, 10 seconds. Look at where we're closing. Are we closing above that same red line? Is it going to pull back to the green box? Okay, so look at close to the red line, red, 50%. Let's see if it pops right back up. Let's see. Okay, let's see if it catches the wick right here where my cursor is. Let's see if it flips. Look at gold. Gold is going for the high of the day. Okay, so we're coming down red. Okay, flip this zone on NASDAQ, guys. Sorry, this is 3 charts. This is busy now. Okay, NASDAQ, if we continue to hold this, NASDAQ could take out that high up there. Gold is going up to our big red daily supply box up there. US30, if you want to consolidate US30 from the red to the green right here, turned into a hammer. Looks like it wants to break out. Okay, so it came up, back down. Let's see if it fills. We have the green 90 EMA approaching the 200. Let's see if it continues to accumulate. We're above the VWAP now. Okay, this is very, very volatile. NASDAQ is pushing right back up. See if it can close maybe above here, the white line, to push further. Okay, can US30 catch up as well? Gold is gone. Yep, get ready for US30 building. See how it's building? It's building, it's building. That's why I always say too, if you're in a trade right before Wall Street, you have to be very careful. Yeah, gold is looking good, guys. We got volume closing above the high of the day now. So what I use as reference for gold is this used to be red resistance. Now it's above it. So you can use that as maybe a green zone. You can use now the high of the day as your support level. If it ever pulls back down, if it pulls back here, that could be your support 2. Right here, green box. Got US30 again trying multiple times. It comes back up, but then it gets rejected again. Comes back up, they rejected it again. It comes back down, it's picking up the bids again, but doesn't have that momentum yet to break out. It could be an impulse break going to happen. Here it comes. Get ready. And it could trade right into that level of liquidity. See the heat above us? So if it starts to break out, that's what we could target, the purple high of the day. That's where that heat is sitting. Still, it's a spin top candle. It's still coming up. Let's see the 4th time, 5th time. Now it's fueling up. Okay, so it's testing again. If you follow Bookmap too, sometimes you see ahead of time. See, it's kind of like a leading indicator. You can see where it kind of gets rejected and maybe pushed down. See right there, the red, how it got pushed down? That represents the wick on the candle. So see how it comes up right now? It's filling back up. Okay, get ready. 90 seconds to go. 90 seconds to go. Is the volume going to close above here? Will it impulsively break out? Gold is retesting the high of the day. I'm trying to trade everything, Abdullah. You see, it's kind of busy right now, okay? I'm trying to break down gold, US30, NASDAQ. I can't trade everything, guys. I don't trade like this, where I'm going to have 3 things. I normally just focus on US30 when I'm trading by myself. when Wall Street opens, I like trading indices, whether it's US30, NASDAQ, SP 500. I don't care. Okay, but I want to focus more on indices with Wall Street. We did gold for COMEX. We give gold its time for COMEX. Okay, so look, guys, 30 seconds. We got a new high. Can it break? Remember our previous red line right there? Let's see if it can just squeeze out of there. And you got to understand, guys, these are fast moves. Some of you guys are still wondering what is going on, you know? This is, you got to get pip and dip if you want to trade. You see the 1 minute candles, how quickly they move. Okay, so NASDAQ came all the way back down, picked up a wick. Okay, so there's our close. They gapped it up red coming down. Okay, so let's see if it's going to be a quick green wick and move. Okay, because we could look for a potential buy if it's quick. If it's not quick, it's going to come down red. Yeah, get ready. Okay, I want to see. Will it come down, get a quick bid, and come right back up? NASDAQ is holding the green box. I'm looking for potential buy on US30 if we can start to get a little bit of volume and break out of here. No, it's still red. Coming back up. See how quickly Bookmap moves? Okay, I'm going to go in a buy on US30. I'm buying rate. I'm in a buy. And I want to see if it can target that high of the day for US30. I'm going to put my stop below that previous low and see if it can penetrate up to, I'm going to try for that liquidity up there. That's close to the high of the day up there. Gold got rejected big time at that high of the day, up to our red box, the bigger red box. Okay, so that's what I want. I want those pending orders to get pulled out of the market. See how they're pulling them? They're pulling those pending orders. Okay, and if we can just get a little higher above here, start to, there we go, we're moving on US30. Just pull those pending orders. There we go. Okay, I'm going to break even now. Break even. I'm at a break even now. There we go. Whew, US30, Ms. Jones, come to me. There we go, guys. 20 up to there's 25, 27, 30 pips, guys. Yeah, boom, high of the day. Guys, I'm taking profit up there. That's good profit right there. Perfect. Minimal to no drawdown. There, that's it. That's a target, high of the day. I don't give a shit what happens above or below there. I got my money. I'm happy. Okay? If you guys still want to run it with a break even and scale it a little bit, do what you got to do. I'm out. Okay? Did you guys see how we read that perfectly? Perfectly. We waited till it accumulated. I took the buy right there. Watched what was going on in the book. As soon as they started pulling the offers, it came right into our liquidity pool, which was our high of the day. And measured move is approximately 30 pips. That's perfect. Okay, that's a scalp with minimal to no drawdown. Sometimes you got to be a little patient. Wow, gold, okay? Also gold came all the way right back down to our green box and coming right back up. So just move your consolidation zone on gold right up to here now. And if you're still watching gold, if it consolidates in here again and breaks above here, new high of the day, new high, it could continue driving. If it sells below here, that could be possibly a selling opportunity on gold. But guys, sorry, I focus on US30 when it comes to Wall Street. Patrick, 250 in seconds. Good job. Good job. Hussein, you made 497. Congratulations, man. Yeah, guys, I'll be doing New York with you guys all week. Dave is off this week. Okay, so At the end of the call, guys, I'm going to break down really quickly why I went in the buy because it was very, very fast. I know it was very, very fast for some of you guys, but if you guys know how I trade, I'm a passive aggressive scalper. Okay, I go in for the kills, but it can be quick. Like that trade, I told you, I'm in and out right up to the target. Whether it wants to go more, I don't care. Okay, I've secured enough for more than a daily goal and can be done for the day. If it goes more, that's why you can leave runners in the market if you have time. If you have time, leave a runner. But yeah, it's pushing new high of the day. Can it close near the high? Any pullbacks, K2. If you're pullbacks, if you're in it, if you're still in it, measure open, close of the volume and figure out where's about half of it. Okay, it's going to close now. Where's about half? I take this red line, I move it up to about half. Okay, any pullbacks, as soon as this candle closes, where's about half of it? Here's the close. 2 seconds, 1 second. There's the close. Half of it is approximately right there. Okay, so if it pulls back down red, I look for the buyers to accumulate right here at the halfway point. Maybe even higher. If it picks up a higher low, I look now. The second deciding factor is how high is the wick? How big is the wick? It's not that big. So if they can pick up the volume and come back up, bidding it up, then maybe they can take out that high and continue to go up. But this area is, I would like to see this hold with buyers. If we cannot hold 50% of this volume, then unfortunately it's going to come back down red. If we lose this block right here, then it might come back down to where it broke out of, where we originally took the buy. Okay, and you see what I look for? Remember that yellow line that used to be the resistance? I put it across. So that's kind of my 50% green block. I like to see if this yellow line will hold in the book where the bids will start to accumulate at this level and take it back up. See how it's testing it right now? Gold. Wow, gold, another bullish ignited candle coming right back up. So they came down red, right to the green box and brought it all the way back up. So it's still closing above that demand area and pushing right back up. We might see gold attempt again for the high of the day. The stalker, not everybody loves my trading style. It's fast, okay, but I always have to tell you guys I'm a scalper. I would love to be a intraday trader and hold this position all day. Like I envy guys that can do that. I don't do that. I'm in and out in seconds, you know, sometimes 30 seconds, 1 minute. Sometimes I trade 1 minute individual candles. So if we look at the 1 minutes, these are 1 minute candles. Okay, like this was, guys, here it is. Breakdown of the 1 minutes market open. Here was 9:30. So you know when it came up, I saw it come up, but then I saw it get rejected, and then it came down red. And then as soon as they picked up the liquidity down here, that's when I bought right there at like 9:32, 9:33, and then I just took it up. But that's what if I was watching the 1 minute candles, that's exactly what I would have saw on the 1 minute candles. Again, right here, if I was 1 minute trading, if I bought any one of these 1 minute candles that kind of closed above that green box, there was the retest that pushed up right up to there. So that's where I exited. 3 minutes, 2 minute trade. But we watch it on the fives. Okay, look at the retest. Look at, guys. Don't say that I didn't tell you to keep an eye on 50% of that area. The yellow line, it held, but when it came back up, look, it's kind of like equal tweezer tops. That's the thing that, look, it came up there, but the buyers could not break it out for a new higher high. So what that does is it changes the algorithm in the book. When we cannot break for a new high, then the market might populate with more offers come in the market. But as it comes down, if they're bidding it up, look at what's happening. It's bidding it up. It's about to possibly break out and continue to go for a new higher high. And gold is trying very, very bullish as well. Okay, so watch in the book. Every time it comes down, bidding it back up. Every time it comes down, it's getting bid back up. It's an auction. Okay, so we're seeing the bids, but the offers are still coming in. Okay, so you have to be careful now. Remember the high of the day break. Okay, the high of the day, there could be a big seller waiting at the high of the day to bring this move back down. That's why, like, use a trailing stop loss, get in the habit. And DXY is falling. Okay, Juanito, thanks, bro. So if the DXY is falling, the US dollar is selling off, we should see maybe an increase in demand in gold, maybe to consolidate near this high of the day and maybe break out above 2072 or higher. Okay, every time we come down, we're picking up more bids. So it's adding more fuel to the fire. We're getting more bids. We're coming right back up. Now we are a bullish pin bar hammer candle. This is our, there it goes. Here's the pop. Okay, so we closed, ignited bar. Okay, so they opened it, ignited. See the big green open. Okay, so now if it transacts down, we're looking to continue to populate and bid this move up and see if we can get that new higher high. But we ultimately held 50%. So bring this green box across. If we ever do come back down in here, that could be maybe a potential pending buy area. But now we're getting that higher high breakout. There it goes. They pulled out some offers. There's our bigger liquidity. So that's where it could continue to move. So if you're still in this, guys, I'm unfortunately got out, but if you're still in this move, you can still collect. If you held on that pullback right there, this move is now approximately almost 40 pips. Okay, just look at the book. See how they are. Let's see if they pull more offers out, but you can see the big heat here. Okay, so there's a lot of liquidity right there, and there's a lot of liquidity right here. So this is where it might trade, transact, consolidate, trade sideways, but we see now who will accumulate more. If the bids can ask to trade up here, then maybe they'll remove some pending offers and it will continue to drive bullish through here. But one thing to take is the 50% pullback that held 50% of the candle. I talk about this every single day, day in and day out. And this is how you can apply it to Wall Street. Okay, NASDAQ is a mess right now. NASDAQ is an absolute mess. So some days NASDAQ trades really good at Wall Street. Some days US30 trades really good at Wall Street. Some days gold trades. You know, you got to take the good, the bad, and the ugly with everything you trade. Today, NASDAQ, US30 is trading really, really nice. Like, look at how beautiful that liquidity grab was down to our daily support POI and came up very strong and had a nice higher high, higher low breakouts. To me, in my opinion, I'm not saying this because I love US30, but I'm saying US30 is probably one of the cleanest securities out of the three here. Just the way how it was set up from Wall Street. If you look at the engineered moves, remember what I said. Let's see what they engineer, okay? And when it gave me the right away, I knew what to do when I saw what they engineered. When they took out that big red low and then it came right back up, my bias was buy. Some of you guys had that same bias as well. Okay, but now this is an opportunity. Maybe you can run a trailing stop loss. The move is 44 pips. You can now bring like a trailing stop loss up to 20 pips right now. And hopefully this thing can continue running, maybe hit that yellow daily line up there and bring your trailing stop loss up with this. Stanley, you took your profits. Good job. Yeah. Yeah, NASDAQ is going to continue creating all-time highs. Tesla is up, what, 2% right now? 2.22% Tesla. So, yeah, so Tesla could continue to drive NASDAQ a little bit. I'm just trying to look at some other key securities. But Tesla is driving. Yeah. There goes US30. My goodness. So you see how they just pulled out all the offers. There's the depth of the market opening up. Look at it go. Wow. Congratulations if you're still holding. Guys, that's 50 pips right there. Okay, 50. If it can get up to that yellow critical POI, that it's 65, 70 pips up there. But bring your trailing stop loss. If you're up 50, maybe bring your trailing stop loss up 30 pips. I don't know, 35. Make sure you can pocket something in case it comes tumbling down. Yeah, and now our cumulative volume delta came from negative 400, kind of recovered back to the baseline of 0. It's a little bit positive right now, 50, but this is where maybe it could start to pull back and start to sell off a little bit. Okay, we balanced out the book now with the cumulative volume delta. Hussein, IG markets retail sentiment was 81% short in US30. I was 100% buy and long on US30. So you can see, Hussein, my sentiment is much different than IG markets retail. Okay, you just said it. 81% was short. I was 100% in buy mode for US30. As soon as I saw this liquidity hunt, this was the, you know, when we put the pieces of the puzzle together, right there. That was the big completing piece of the puzzle. It just takes a little bit of patience. It just takes patience. Try to read what these guys are engineering. Remember what I tell you guys all the time. Market makers are engineers. We can be engineers as well. You know, some of you guys are by profession. Some of you guys are electrical engineers, mechanical, computer engineers, civil engineers. You guys are engineers by trade. You do in your professional life. So trading is the same thing. We got to figure out what type of moves that the market makers are engineering, and we got to figure out how to trade with them. Okay, this was a clue. Pip engineers, you got it, Devo. We're market pip engineers, PIP engineers. But that's what we got to figure out. And sometimes to figure out and to learn takes patience. Takes a little bit of patience. There's going to be some days you're going to go without taking a trade. Like, did you see, guys? There wasn't much to trade. There was a little bit, but I wait for Wall Street. Wall Street has the better volume. Take 2 trades, and you can immediately hit your daily goal if you have a conservative, realistic daily goal. My goal is 1%. If I hit that, I'm good. We need more of a professional term, Noor. Yeah, you guys decide what the term is. Pip and dip engineers. I don't know, but guys, that's what it is. The market is made to engineer liquidity. Okay, you see this? You know when I say engineer a move, but what did they do? They specifically, look at how they came down here. They came down here for a reason, to grab all of those pending orders. That's all money sitting, waiting to get activated down there. So once they have it, that's it. They got the money and now they're taking it back up. So that's what it was. Some, like here with gold. Like if I was looking to scalp gold, again, if I saw this big red candle come down and then you see how it came right back up. Okay, so they grabbed all of that liquidity, and look at your next bar. It's a bullish ignited bar coming right off of that rejection. So that's a clue in itself to maybe take a buy right there on gold. And yes, it came up for 10, 15, 20 pips, and you could have scaled out. You could have, but just by following wicks, by following the wicks, they tell you a story. Was there a story with NASDAQ? It came down to our green box. When the market opened, it came up. But there's also a story up here. It came up to our yellow line, got rejected. Came up back up to our yellow line, got rejected. Pushed back down, now it's coming right back up. If we get green volume this afternoon, closing above this yellow line, and it builds off of here, 16,950, we could be going to that 17,000 on NASDAQ. What makes US30 move? It's a basket case of 30 different, a lot of people hate US30 just because of that specific reason, the way how it's weighted, but I love it. I follow banks, I follow Goldman Sachs, I follow JP Morgan. United Health is weighted about 9% of the entire US30. If you follow McDonald's, Home Depot, those retail corporations, big box stores, there's a little bit of everything. There's oil and energy in US30, but some traders love tech, so they follow NASDAQ. Whatever it is, guys, I'm not knocking your hustle. You guys follow whatever some of you guys trade S&P 500. God bless. Trade it all you want. Like, it's good too. But for me, I love US30. Okay, I don't need to trade anything else, to tell you the truth. Okay, and we have news right now, guys. So just heads up, remember, 10 a.m. It's not red folder news, but it's still orange, moderate impact right over here. It's right here, Richmond Manufacturing Index in 40 seconds. So will this be volatile? Probably. Will it move the US dollar? Probably. So will it move gold? Probably. Will it move the markets? Maybe. So just keep in mind, if you're in a trade, if you're running anything, if you're looking for a trade, we do have USD high impact folder coming up. Gold possibly making an M, but you got a lot of rejection wicks. So you got to wait for those wicks to get filled by red volume, spiritual. But I see what you're seeing. It came up, back down, came up, back down. So what we got to see is maybe I'd look for a sell below here, below this level, 2068, to continue to take out that daily support POI and drop. But it's still building. Every time it comes down, it's going back up. Now with news, okay, 10 a.m., new hourly candle, some news, maybe that will affect the US dollar and affect gold. The Stalker, is there any educational videos on this that learn the way you trade? Yes, we've got about 800 live videos we've been doing for the past 4 years with myself and Dave, where we trade live with you. Plus we have a lot of tutorials if you go to the video section, breaking down like the individual candlesticks, support and resistance, how to do a top-down analysis. But we've got a lot of webinars if you join SST in our back end of all of our education. But there is a lot of free videos on YouTube as well. Okay, so again, flag, Mike flag here for US30. If you catch your flag area, maybe the red line, use that as reference. That could be the start of your bullish flag. If this continues, green, red, green, maybe it will continue. Look at NASDAQ continuing to pump. And gold, spiritual, you had it right. Maybe that M pattern, you are absolutely correct about it. Okay, so good read on that. See where it came up, back down, came up, and now coming back down. That's the neckline right there, that big green box. If we start to break down, come down to the yellow, maybe back down to that original green box down there. Measure your move if you're going to look to take the sells, so you know how much pips you can get out of it. But also, you got to maybe wait for red volume to physically close below here to give us that confirmation to come down. Okay, so you got to be a little bit patient. Which video should you watch first? I would start off with the courses. Okay, there's 6 courses. It's like a 6-course meal. You know, when you go to a fancy restaurant, you get your 6-course meal. Do your 6 courses first. They come with a quiz. Make sure you pass those. And then from there, what I would move on to is the boot camps. And then from the boot camps, then you got your individual webinars. I believe there's like 110 or 120 of them to go through. It takes a lot of time to go through them, but if there's a specific topic you're looking for, I guarantee you we cover it in one of our webinars. But spiritual, start off with the courses, finish the quizzes, pass those, and then move on to the boot camp. And then if there's any topics that you're unsure about, then the webinars will 100% cover it. Okay, guys, so let's just see the news that just came out. Okay, hit refresh. Okay, so Richmond Manufacturing Index, if you have no idea what this is, click on the folder really quickly. Federal Reserve Bank of Richmond, okay, level of composite index based on surveyed manufacturers in Richmond. So this is in Virginia here. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. What does this mean? So notes, above 0 indicates improving conditions. Below indicates worsening conditions. Tends to have a muted impact because there are earlier regional indicators related to manufacturing conditions. So it's a survey of about 55 manufacturers in the Richmond area, which asks respondents to rate the relative level of business conditions, including shipments, new orders, and employment. Okay, so that's what it is. That's why it's not high impact, but what I was just saying is they were forecasting -4. It actually came out -11. Okay, so is that good or bad for the currency? If you want to quickly look at DXY, maybe go quickly to check out your DXY. How would it affect it? Here's DXY. This is our US dollar. Look at it, just sinking, guys. Okay, so look at the US dollar just selling off. with the news that was released at 10 right here, it came up but then continued push down. But this thing is probably getting really, really oversold. Like, look at the RSI indicator. It's deep, deep red. So there might be a potential pullback coming back on gold where it may come back up. But US dollar, guys, is sinking. Okay, so you guys saw that before we even started trading today. So this is where maybe we're getting a little bit of a pullback at this green box. So if the US dollar pulls back and goes back up a little bit, finds a little bit of support and moves up, maybe below here might be an opportunity to sell gold. Below here, 2068.75 right here. Okay, and look at our US30 continuing to flag. Okay, it just broke down there, but still holding above 50% of this bar and continue to come up. So maybe we're going to barcode here. Green, red, green. It may continue to break out for the highs. If it does, guys, I would target that yellow line up there. That's that critical POI. NASDAQ hit the yellow line up there and coming right back down. US30 could do the same exact thing. Okay, guys, so that's it for me. Guys, we're after 10 o'clock. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I appreciate all of you guys. Over 300 viewers on YouTube. Thank you, guys, for the likes. Subscribe to the channel. Join us tomorrow, same time. We're going to get started tomorrow, 7:30 to 10, and also Friday, okay? And Shahab has emergency, so no London tonight, but hopefully he'll be back for London for Friday, guys. And PK, it will be back post. And get a break right now. Have a coffee, have some breakfast, and PK will be coming in about 45-50 minutes to go from 11 to 1 o'clock. And hopefully you guys maybe can see how the markets are moving again and maybe collect a few more pips. But if you guys have hit your daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, scale back a little bit your trading. Yeah, guys, so have a nice day today. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have fun with PK, and thank you, guys. Appreciate all of you guys. And look at US30. Every time it sells off, they're bidding it right back up. Sellers are trying to sell, buyers are bidding it right back up. So maybe when it comes up to one of these bigger blocks, that's where the big supplier is waiting, and it's at that whole psychological number, 37,950, and also might line up with our yellow pivot line up there on the daily. So that might be a good area. If it gets up there, scale out a little bit of your buy, take some of those pips for the weekend, and or trailing stop loss, trail it behind. Chart link for which one? Which one? I provided all three chart links. Which one do you need? Gold? No problem. It's very messy right now. It's an ugly chart, but this is how charts get, guys, when you're scalping. They get really, really ugly. Mine are probably the ugliest out of everybody's. But as long as you understand what you're doing, as long as you understand your levels, that's all that matters. Okay. Spiritual, I posted it in the chat. Okay. TradingView link, and there's the gold. Okay, guys. Again, thanks everyone on Zoom. Enjoy your day, guys. Merry Christmas if you guys celebrate. Enjoy your holidays. And everyone on YouTube, thank you guys for joining as well. Appreciate all of you guys. If you can hit the like button when you guys leave, we do appreciate that, guys. So hopefully you had some fun today, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we get some better volume trading before Wall Street tomorrow, and maybe we can look for some few trades. Okay, guys, thank you. And I encourage you guys to have your charts done before we start tomorrow, so maybe we can match up our levels together. And if you have any questions, I can answer your questions. So try, guys, if you do have some time, have your charts done on the securities. Again, we'll look at maybe the same ones. We'll look at gold, US30, and NASDAQ tomorrow. Maybe have one top down done, and we'll match up our levels. Okay, guys? Thank you, guys. Have a great day. God bless. Thank you.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to another live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure.
As a trader, we all look for tight or low spreads, which helps us to get in and out of the market. Using the right broker can help us try different strategies. With multiple options of brokers on the web, here at Stock Sniper Trading, we have a recommended broker, that is, HankoTrade. With spreads as low as 0 pips and leverage up to 500x, HankoTrade is just one click away. With multiple account types to choose from, you also have a minimum deposit of $10. Using HankoTrade's affiliate program, refer a friend and earn up to a 40% commission on trading volume. Built by traders, for traders. HankoTrade.